our program. I'm Dave Dobbins alongside my partner, LaVila Craft. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, tonight's program is our kickoff to the summer festival season, and our field reporter Dawn Gibson is going to take us to the area's biggest festivals in her turn segment a little later in the program.
And keeping in the festival theme, we're going to feature music from some of the people that are going to be at next week's Spirit Song Festival at Paramount's Kings Island. So tonight you're going to hear music from FFH, Avalon, Jars of Clay, and Jennifer Knapp. But right now, let's welcome our studio host, Rosie. What's up?
Thanks a lot, guys. You know, all I have to say is that summer festivals rock. Am I right? Yeah. That's what I thought. In the studio tonight is Florence Baptist Temple, Cheviot United Methodist, and Friendship Lutheran. Well, let's get into the music. My friend here is going to introduce our first video. What's your name?
Allie Moss.
And what's our video?
One of these days.
And who's the band?
FFH.
And you thought school was out. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thanks a lot.
One of these days I'm gonna fly over the mountain. One of these days I'm gonna ride on the silver lining. One of these days I'm gonna witness all I've been missing. One of these days I'm gonna do all the things that I've never done. I'm gonna finish all the races that I've run but I've never won. And I'm gonna see a million faces and recognize everyone. One of these days. One of these days I'm gonna see the hand that took the nails for me. One of these days gonna hold the key to the mansion built for me. One of these days gonna walk the streets of gold and pay for me. One of these days I'm gonna see my Savior face to face. One of these days. One of these days I'm gonna say just what became of me on the day that I believed when you took myself from me. And I believe I would say what I would have been if you didn't save me. One of these days. And one of these days I'm gonna talk with all the saints that have gone before. And in their sandals I will walk, and we will sit along the shore. And I will learn all the things that I never knew before. All this and more. One of these days gonna see the hands that took the nails from me. One of these days gonna hold the key to the mansion built for me. One of these days gonna walk the streets of gold and pay for me. One of these days I'm gonna see my Savior face to face. One of these days. One of these days. One of these days. One of these days. One of these One of these days I'll finally be in a place where there's no more need, no more pain and no more grief, no more foolish disbelief, and all the joy there will be when at last we finally see one of these days. One of these days gonna see the hand that took the nails from me. One of these days gonna hold the key to the mansion built for me. One of these days gonna walk the streets of gold and pay for me. One of these days.
was FFH in their video One of These Days. They're going to be at Paramount's Kings Island this Friday, July 7th at 2:30 in the afternoon, so make sure you go check them out. What are you looking forward to doing one of these days?
I'm looking forward to making a difference in my high school by inviting Christians and non-Christians into Bible group and prayer group.
Cool, and what are you looking forward to?
One of these days, I'm going to become a world changer through the love of Jesus Christ.
Cool. You know, in the song, it talks about one of these days we're going to see Jesus face to face. What do you think it's going to be like when you get to finally see Jesus?
Well, when I see him, I think it will still be a great thing, but I think it'll be like a normal chat with one of my best friends because I talk to him through prayer, and he's always in my heart, and I carry him with me wherever I go.
Wow, that's great. Lavila?
All right, coming up after the break, we have more of this summer's best. We have Dove Award winner Avalon. So stay right here because we'll be back just like that. That was Avalon and their video In and Not Of. Avalon's going to hit the stage at Spirit Song on Saturday the 8th at 7:15 in the evening, so I hope you have your tickets. Hey Dave, did you know that Avalon, that In and Not Of, was a #1 hit on the AC charts?
That's exactly right. And the neat thing about their song that Avalon talks about, how we share our faith and really how we share Jesus with others through the way we live our life, through acts of compassion and other ways, and really how important it is to share our faith with people. Avalon just encourages us to put our faith into action. With me, I have Lance. And Lance, tell me about being in this world. How do you live your life being in this world but not of this world?
Well, I think for so long now, a lot of Christians have tried so hard not to be of the world that they forgot how to be in it, and we've kind of separated ourselves. I think the most important thing is just to let ultimately our love for Christ determine how we live our life and our love for others as well.
That's good, so just let it show. Okay, over on this side, we've got Miss Tiffany. Hi.
Hi.
In the song that we just heard, it talks about how we share our love through shining our light to others, but do it through the eyes of Christ. How do you do that with your friends?
Well, I associate with a lot of non-Christian people, so I just make sure that they know that I am a Christian and that I stand out and apart from everybody else and that I have morals and standards that I go by.
You have morals and standards that you go by. I like that. Let's check in with, thank you, Tiffany. Let's check in with Rosie.
Up next, we're going to check out Jars of Clay. They are going to be at Spirit Song at 8:45 on Friday night, and they are just awesome to see live, so you definitely got to check them out. And one of our lucky audience people are going to win a new Jars of Clay CD. The CD is called If I Left the Zoo, and here's Kayla from Florence to introduce the video.
Our next video is Unforgetful You by Jars of Clay.
That was Unforgetful You by Jars of Clay. They have successfully crossed over into the mainstream, and they have kept their faith very real. Here is Dave.
You're right, Rosie. They have kept their faith real amongst a lot of criticism, so we appreciate you taking your stand. Well, right now it's time for our email of the week, and you can always email us at the address on your screen. And this week we have an email from Cincinnati. It is from Cindy Large. She says, I want to take a moment to tell you how much I enjoyed the new program, how refreshing it was to see this kind of show in this time slot. I hope you will continue to broadcast the program. My entire family loved it, and thanks for giving us an alternative to watch, something uplifting. Thank you for that email. And don't forget, if you've got something you want to tell us, just email us at the address on your screen. Lavila?
Hey, it's time for a break. If you'll stick around, Don Gibson's going to take us to some of those summer festivals we've been talking about. And in a little bit, Jennifer Knapp's newest video. So stick around.
We're back. In a few minutes, we're going to check out Jennifer Knapp's video a little more, but now we're going to take a look at our turn segment where Don Gibson went out and checked out the summer festivals, and she's going to let us know why they are so much fun.
That's right, guys. Summer festivals do mean summer fun. And tonight, we're going to get a little history lesson about those festivals. There's a lot more than what meets the eye. There's a lot of food to meet your taste buds, and a whole lot of music to get you on your feet with your hands up. However, as history has shown us, this has not been the traditional way to have church, but Christian festivals have proven to be the perfect meeting grounds outside of four walls. Bob Briggs knows exactly what that's like since he's been going to these festivals since the early 80s.
A lot of the music that says these festivals aren't really accepted by many churches because it's like it's a culture current, what they call now culture current. You know, they were taking what was current in the culture and, you know, applying it so you could understand it and that a kid could relate to it. And me kind of still being a kid at heart, you know, I still love rock and roll and I love festivals.
That culture shock is a result of the response to the expressions within our culture. The late 60s and 70s were known as the era of drugs, sex, and rock and roll, and the response from many Christians was to reject anything that had to do with popular culture. However, other Christians embraced the idea of Jesus, holiness, and rock and roll. Out of this was born the first Christian festival.
And the Ichthus is actually the oldest. The first Ichthus festival was in 1970, I believe, a year after Woodstock. And it was basically the Christian answer to Woodstock.
Now, in addition to Ichthus, we have a number of Christian festivals all over the country, including Joy Jam and Cornerstone. However, vibrations of that culture shock are still felt today, where we have a generation of youth who are seen as living on the edge.
We're here to praise God, have fun, be outside. It's a great time.
If I had to say one thing about Ichthus, it would be that Ichthus is life-changing, mostly for the better. It makes you realize that you are not the only person out there and that you do have support, no matter what you're going through.
Yeah, there's a lot more coming also. On July 6th, 7th, and 8th, we'll actually be out at Spirit Song at Kings Island. And we'll also be at Goodstock in Erlanger, Kentucky, and that's on July the 15th. So we hope to see you there.
Turn your eyes from on this way. I have proved to live a dastardly day. I hid my face from the saints and the angels who sing of your glory. What you had in mind, said through my weakness, shine, shine, show me grace, a little more than I can give, little more than I deserve. On earth this holiness, I can't earn it, a little more than I can give, little more than I deserve. For all the sin that lives in me, it took a nail to set me free still. What I do, I don't wanna do, and so goes the story. What you had in mind, on this seat will find, shine, show me grace, a little more than I can give, a little more than I deserve. On earth this holiness, I can't earn it, a little more than I can give, little more than I deserve. Yeah. With all this motivation, I step under hesitation deep in my soul. Oh, despite all my demanding, I still find you understanding. Show me grace, I know it. It's a little more than I can give, little more than I deserve. On earth this holiness, I can't earn it, a little more than I can give, little more than I
And we're back. That was Jennifer Knapp, her latest video, A Little More. Great video. The thing I love about Jennifer is her compassion, how she's willing to serve others and not be served. Like what she did a couple years ago when she picked up a hammer and went to the people in the Dominican Republic and helped them out after Hurricane George. A person who lives what she sings about, Jennifer Knapp.
She's great. She's going to be on stage at Spirit Song on Friday at 3:45 in the afternoon, so make sure you get some tickets. And she's on tour this summer, so if you can't catch her anytime, please just see her on stage. She's just great. And, well, you know what? We are out of time, so we've got to thank this great studio audience.
And make sure you watch us next week. We sent Mike and Becca out to Ichthus 2000, the first big, huge festival of the year. And from what I understand, they had a great time. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good night.